I do want to bring this to a close fairly quickly, but we've got one final session, which is more recognition and awards for those in our community who've made significant contributions and have been very active. I want to first start with Catherine, if you're ready, with the winner of our PI19 convening trivia. And the winner is third point. Ooh, Tilly, interesting. At second point, Sam. Sam, you got dethroned. And at first slot, the winner of this convening is Haley. And PA comes out fourth. Rajesh in Canada comes out fifth. Congratulations to all you folks. Sam, you've been dethroned officially. Steve will find a way to give you a nice little golden, crown to keep for the next two PIs until our next virtual convening. Thank you so much for sharing that, Catherine. Sam's boasting that he missed the first round. That's no excuse, Sam, but thank you so much for participating. Excellent. I will go into my presentation here. So just give me a second. Most of you are aware, if not, I'm happy to repeat this information, but one of the things that we've been keen for a few PIs now is to actively recognize those in our community who have made some significant contribution. And this is that session where we're able to do this, and it will not take me 3 minutes to go through all this entire deck, but I just want to share it with you. I hope you're seeing my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So I obviously would like to start with some statistics. The total number of modular participants in Q2 of 2002 is 2,154. We're a pretty big and active community. We just need to get better at organizing our resources around the priorities that we pick. But that's the total number of modular participants. That is how they're spread across in Q2. That is how they're spread across the different levels which we're tracking. Those who are no level are on 17 people. We've got, these are active members, not the total members. These are the number of active people in our community over Q2. Those on the fringe explorers are 91, they're the majority. Participants, those who are likely engaging, writing code, contributing here and there are 21, which is excellent. Those who are contributors are 5. These are people who contribute deeply, but not as deeply, certainly much more in a much more in-depth capacity than the participants do. And then builders, these are those who are actively building and also take up leadership roles in our community are 11. This is the spread of active members of our community in the last quarter. A somewhat significant drop down from Q1, but as we continue to refine how we spread our resources across the priorities we have, this should get better over the next PI as we move along. So let's talk about awards. I'm going to give 2 awards, one, the usual ones, and a surprise somewhere there in the end. The active community members and new and promising community members. The active community members, this is in recognition of community members who have actively contributed to the development of Mojaloop this quarter, Q2 2002. And the list is there. Top of the list is Miguel. We've got Kevin Leah. We've got Sam Kumari as a top 3. Congratulations to you folks. And the others, Michael Wagner, Vijay Guti, Emma Mwanje, official UG, I think is new, Tulume Nicholas, Michael Richards, Louis Deli, and Pedro Barreto. This list, for the first time, now includes folks who are actively working in advocacy. So you can see some of the high people folks there. So a big congratulations and a round of applause to them. Those are the active community members in Q2 of 2002. New and promising community members. This is recognizing those of the folks who are new. Some of them are actually on the call today. New and promising community members who have engaged actively in the last quarter. That list includes Joe Samuel, Sandy So, Goncalo Garcia as the top three, which is excellent. I think I did see Garcia's pull request on GitHub someday. There are a few other names we listed there, either on using their Twitter names or using the Twitter or GitHub monikers. We've got Reconnect, we've got Bruce Tushabe, Yuan Junliang, we've got Bridge Crew, Keinaje, 2Blockchain, and Fabrice Bizimana from Rwanda. Excellent to have all these folks welcome and join them. We started the habit of, if we're able to see your new activities, either on GitHub or Slack or elsewhere, we do come and say hello and thank you for your contributions again. Here's a surprise, a special recognition. Over the last, maybe not quarter, but for some time now, we have received some very significant contributions that really do push Mojulub forward or keep it going. And so this is in recognition of those people. The first person that we want to recognize, unfortunately is not here with us, is Mr. Louis Stali. For quite some time, Louis has been helping us with the DevOps piece while he was working with, while he was part of the community. And he spent quite a bit of time building the first version of the sandbox, or what you're calling, Tom calling the OSS lab. And he's done quite a bit of work in PISP and versioning over the last couple of years, and we want to take this time to give a special recognition to Louis. The Mojulub Foundation has sent him a small gift. If he unwraps it, he might take a picture and share it with you on Slack. So congratulations to Louis. Louis, as you heard, some of you may know, took up the role, a new role at Boy Money, which is a fintech startup that works on the issues around float. You can check out their website at Buoy, BUOY, .money. And hopefully they'll be back. Louis did say that they might be back to work with us in the community. So if you do happen to bump into Louis, please, on behalf of this community, send him a thank you note, letting him know that we appreciate everything that he's done for our community. There's surprisingly two other people. Mr. Michael Richards, over the last, it might come to us as a surprise to him, over the last few months, has been actively trying to get Mojulub involved and registered as part of the ISO 20022 organization. So for all his efforts and for the team that works with him, we want to give Michael a special recognition and thank him for the amazing work he's done, in particular with regard to ISO 20022. So Michael, thank you very much. There's one more person. Mr. Innocent Kawoya and all the awesome folks behind High People, who for countless of months have been actively engaging fintechs in the region through the 40-day 40 fintech program. They have actively advocated and very vigorously advocated for Mojulub and for the level 1 principles. So a big round of applause to Innocent for all the work that he's done. And it might be useful to note that Innocent has just begun expanding his work across East Africa. So if you're ever in Kenya or Tanzania or wherever else and you bump into him, that would be the reason why. So we definitely look forward to we definitely appreciate Innocent and the High People folks for the active advocacy that they do for Mojulub and the foundation. So congratulations to all our community members who received recognition in this PI meeting for their outstanding contribution to the Mojulub open source project. A huge round of applause for them. Thank you so much to all those folks. Everyone's calling Innocent Lord Mayor. Fun fact, it might come as a trivia in the next convening. Innocent ran for mayor of Kampala. So there's a heads up for the next convening trivia. So just before we wrap up, we have, there are a couple of announcements that I want to share before I pass it to maybe Miller to close out for us. The next convening is going to be a hybrid convening. So the next convening will be the week of October 24th to 28th. It will be in sunny, sandy, dusty Zanzibar in Tanzania, which would be excellent. We've already, believe it or not, started working on a great agenda and a few interesting surprises. So please do consider booking your flights and getting ready and all prepped up for Zanzibar. We shall have that information out to you as soon as possible to enable you to plan. It would be really awesome to see all of you folks there. We shall talk to the airlines to make sure your bags arrive on time. So point noted there. That's the first one. The second thing is, oh yes, also as part of Zanzibar, I should recognize that we're working to have, last year in September, was it September? We had our first ever business convening. So this coming year, we are going to have both a business focused and a tech focused convening in Zanzibar. So please do not feel, if you're on the business folks and thought this was too technical, don't worry, we've got something for you. So please do consider joining us there. After this call, after this meeting, there will be a survey that goes out. Please do feel free to take out the survey. The link is actually in the chat. Now, in the past, we've received 4 or 5 responses to this survey, and that doesn't help us plan. We do, however, get feedback in other forums that you want day 3 changed, or you have this idea that you'd like to include in the program or in the logistics. The primary way you can get that information to us, that in a way that we can act and report on and keep track, is by filling in the survey. So the link is in the chat. You will also all get it to your emails. Please do take 2 minutes to fill out the survey and give us feedback on all the sessions and everything. That would be highly, highly, highly appreciated. Yeah, that said, in a coming week, look out for some of the workstream workshops. You'll definitely hear from Paul and myself on this going forward. So keep that in mind and do please plan to contribute and engage. There are a number of items that have come up either in the convening or inside conversations. If you feel if they're technical, or if you want those items addressed from a governance point of view, please send them all to me. We'll either send it off to the Community Council or the Design Authority, or if it involves an API, the Change Control Board. So feel free to bring those up. And with that, I think, Miller, I can pass it to you if you've got any closing remarks.
Just briefly, obviously this has been a whirlwind for 3 days to try to work through all of this stuff. Really glad people showed up. I mean, we had a really good turnout, I think, for this form of meeting, which I think we're all getting kind of weary of. And I'm very happy that the team is working on Zanzibar. It's going to be an amazing thing. Really would encourage people to come for it. If you can do it, but you thought maybe I won't, you'll be disappointed. If you can't make it, we will be hybrid and you will have a chance to participate. So it won't be all or nothing. But I think leading up to Zanzibar will be important as well. There was a lot of work that we kicked off in these working sessions, but we really need to have more working sessions to really get defined what it is that we're doing and make some progress. There's been a lot going on that we didn't really cover this week, such as the tiger beetle work and some other things going on with the with the settlement and reporting and business ops framework. But I think that we'll have an opportunity to progress those things in the meantime. I hope we will, and you get a chance to really come together. There's nothing we can do about the time zones. That's just maybe a rotating schedule where everybody has some pain. But please do come together for those. It really makes a difference if we give people a venue in which to contribute. And then I'm very much looking forward to seeing everybody in Zanzibar. It's been an amazing year when you think about what we've been through to get to this point. Oh my gosh. But it's going to be an amazing outcome if we all come together and really make this thing work. We've got a number of adopters that are coming up as well. And I know Steve is getting pretty excited about that. So we definitely want to show them support, because that's what makes this all worthwhile. I really think there's an option to pull some of the adopters into some of our working sessions, even though they aren't yet part of the technical community. There's a venue here for them, and we hope to get their inputs. What matters to them? What priorities can we help them with? Ultimately, if the community can be helpful, it will be relevant, and the software will continue to grow. I have really nothing more to add other than my thanks for everybody showing up this week. It's tough some environments, but I'm very, very happy with the progress we're making. And thank you all. I hand it back to you, Simeon.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Miller. I do want to pass along the thanks and regards from Paula. She was out sick this week, but getting better. So hopefully she'll be able to connect with you all again. Thank you again for joining us, everybody. See you next time. Have an excellent rest of your day and weekend. Thanks all.
Simeon?
Yep.
Just take note. I think there's a problem with the survey. People can't
Yes.
select. Are you aware of it? Okay.
Yeah, we're working on it already.
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks
so
everyone.
much. Thank you. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Thank you. Bye for now.